Come on, Kwaba.
Yenia,
Yankopon.
I see. BBI Boko.
Yen shall same faces the previous elections, 2020, the Yanko Bako, Yachi Bako. And no, money easy to corner saying. Now we about bear story for free.
Okay, so my main further. For example, Center for Conflict Resolution. A part of the CSOs are Mikama. Since 2008, Omuye election observation. As a matter of fact, 2012, Omuya accreditation. 2016, 2020, and interestingly, even as a North by election, no, na Omuwa accreditation to, as it were, observe about one. And so, one pass from nowhere, easy, but see, to me. Because we share CSOs, no, only a very credible CSOs, as a matter of fact. Center for Conflict Resolution, the opinion General Arnold Quino, onu na oye the first commanding officer of ECOMOC. Omo establish ECOWAS and economic integration. Exactly, but Liberians and some no, they decided to have a military aspect to it. So omo ECOMOC, not onu na first commanding officer Ghanaian. So a true statesman. Human Security Research Center, so Roxanne Masoon, very renowned Nipa Juma for many years within the civil society space and advancing security by advocating the need for human security in some Juma. Any access to basic necessities of life to say nsuo edwani bibia obeda any adi jetike. Yes, so we've been working within that space, and interestingly, at certain points any government here to me ejuma your meetings together we jaw to address a lot of security challenges in Ghana. Mikai some time ago even the Minister of National Security. And one of the main issues I discussing, how do we address it? And some time ago, so na minya call from then Minister of Information, Kojo Opon Nkrumah. No, see, government per se, any say to bring peace to Dagbon. So we need your help. And truly, boy. So a organization, a terrorist organization. And so we are really shocked by it because the true letter no. In fact, Kratano, apart from salutations, your address, your contact details, your organizational objectives, any past experiences, your special areas of interest, and even your attaché registration documents, okay, and we even indicated observers and deploy, and already nami were north, me call Nantong, Tolong, Zabzugu, me call Tatali, me call Yendi, Kumbungo, and so many other places. Already are training over 2,000 observers on the ground to observe Sa Apatuano. Unfortunately, in Krata from EC, and Krata no very straightforward. Almost re-application for accreditation as observer for 2024 general election.
Okay.
I bring you warm greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust that this letter finds you well. I thank you for your application for accreditation for election observation. Then we killer point, The Commission is unable to accept your application at this time. Kindly accept assurances of our highest regard. Yours sincerely, Madam Jean Mensah, chairperson of EC, no sign here. So it's quite straightforward. Commission is unable to accept your application at this time. Or more excuse bia, or more explanation. We thought in the spirit of decency and transparency, at least ubema explanation, maybe a document, muko checki.
Yeah, bepa document not so, but yen show na the share in yan class observer groups no. Muru pa wa batu munese.
You see, CSOs are a very critical feature of every democracy. Kabi and we share your Kabi since the inception of the Fourth Republic. CSOs are play a very important role. In fact, we see who are Kabi, not CSO participation in governance. No, it's not democracy. For years on end, what we do is deploy for different parts of the countries. Call polling stations, bisa how many people are on the roll. You know, so far how many people normal vote here. Only polling agents no mube kasa, is everything okay? Only security officers mube tumia kasa, just to ascertain adia ekoso. And meanwhile, we know very much in favor and are in the interest of Electoral Commission, because lately there were assembly within the media about EC. Ebimu say omu pese omu year election, omu pese omu year say any, and I feel say yes sir, a say GDA ye were in EC ejumem, because if you undermine the institution, you undermine the process. And examples bebree wo that we can cite. I mean, Kenya, for instance, prior to Omu 2007 Abatuano, African Union, Omu year early warning mechanism document be pointing to the fact that such process no by the Independent Electoral Commission of Kenya is very undermined. So Omu sheye, if not basa beba, Omu sheye, then in the end, in the also the same can be said about Ivory Coast 2010 elections. You know, any civil society participation, how people were prevented from, observing when to me say process. No, so civil society, yeah, say, who black will say that yes, black, and yet dark gray and a dark ash. Who white we say white. Who red we say it as it is, and yes, sir, it builds public confidence. Any GDA in that process, no. So in essence, CSOs should be seen by Electoral Commission as partners rather than say opponents.
Mebo ayana we do be a CSOs near the tembia ayana yehum say mutai engage bodies bi amfo say e say mokokoya de this year abato no na engagement ne ko say Ghana dodo say na nya ye na dodo say na nya and musu say ye free engagement ayi bi na mo manko ntine mo nya ana criteria bi wo ho a ojiri say obi meeti adi say le bi amantumi meeti ana say application ni late
they be in fact application no call 4th September this year they be na ye di nechi, and we were told say on the first week of November yabeti omuka, and truly yeti omuka first week of November. And yet late, because as we speak, even media, minye sure say mo accreditation, GJ, or mo deadline 31st of last month. Okay, so timing no there is a no. Yani easy. I mean, Mikai, Anchebia yako aye na ono oba honum no. Stakeholder engagement. We now Professor Enchidanso ono, so he was one of the speakers there. About about what's buying bossem and how do we improve security in the country. So yes, we are I don't think say Assembly has anything to do with meeting being a young core and your credentials and BBSA, because your boy Juma, not just within Ghana, most of the international organizations, even Center for Strategic Studies, Omoba Ghana, they get in touch with us because
what you know a bad dena yisi beka say one apply credible year on my year money ade e be dey never ka say more apply but for this time yem farmer mo doso dodo ana say what dream no de be na
you see ushe mrano even any citizen, once you're a citizen of Ghana, over to me, I want to be an observer, okay? Denial, no, I mean, we've sat around, we've spoken about it just to understand identity, what is going on. So the way we are very surprised about it, that's the same way we are surprised about it, because the here. So we would have expected, say, Sacratano, at least move indicating, even if it is a line, you are not duly registered. And organization no more criminal maybe. And I just explain something. So which say Electoral Commission need reason to deny us accreditation.
I even me know I'm quite maso na me Director of Operations Center for Conflict Resolution Ghana and Kasai Ura Masun Roxen Engni and Komo. Mr. Roxen otimenka me wajuba YouTube so nyumre. Bibi aboko there.
Ya me adom bibi aboko.
Bacho enkomo aye di observer groups on person ko observe about 2024 year. Yisi kire se ontumi en grant omo sa permission no. Mo ka ho bi na mo sa kan ya na se mo so ka mo nsa nka no ho.
Yo medawasi ena meda UTV fo ase se aduma pa muboma o maino eni motifu. Yensaka isi letter no na asama omodi chair say they are sorry that they are not able to give us accreditation to monitor this year's election. Na Oshe Center for Conflict Resolution obi a order no ura Jana Arnold Queen, send a minua adi sani kayen.
Okay.
Oyo bia wabwa o manyi pan. Ena yaka election monitoring Center for Conflict Resolution. Yani iti for Juma free 2008. So even as recent as North by election. Ye Juma finching ye no munya sambiao. So it was a shock that throw application to EC say omuma observers, omuma accreditation for observers in 2024 election. And there was no any reason assigned to EC denying accreditation. So the founder and executive director of Center for Conflict Resolution was not happy at all because he didn't understand why he has worked with EC for this year. But for EC to just write, I think, a one sentence text to him say, this year, sorry, say, yes, to me more accreditation.
Hello, Mr. Bazoon.
Yes.
Unyini se obi anka won ne ye adwuma daa de bia mai bibi bia umani ankwa jehuntina sa response ya bai.
What be the nice question? And na ye mama saying kay ye bibi mpo na wani anji ho a say we draw your attention say oh my yewe ntina ye ntimi mama say this year mafum marawi and tino this year no yampese ye no be yituma na yatina yatimi akotena that say oh ampa ne isifo kae no ya diboni say ye top bi na idibe ma isifo a ana say ye nsihye ya bi enta idibe to kwamu na ya ye no ma ye next time ya no opportunity then we will know what we have done wrong. But Uchrokeke say, oh, we are sorry, yet me more accreditation now. You are not being fair to the center. so what me kokra say oh Mosanta no mo ye terrorist organization and now mo ye sia yet me momo accreditation this time and say mo ba asu no no mo abadi in somebody way and 2020 mo di in somebody way yet me momo accreditation bioma say ye betimi ahwe say oh na etipo kai na kore enya na kore na ya hihye no mayi say next time you be opportunity na nya but this time there was nothing like that. The whole organization was not happy. Our director and founder, General Quinn, was not happy. So we wrote back to EC for reapplication for them to reconsider and rescind their decision to deny us opportunity to monitor elections. And Minuya Adib Kasano or Kabibi, Mami Fantosu. Observers no yenye easy for atamfo ye be bo omo adwuma no omo ye adwuma no finchia ye be ka so easy aya ade se bi to chima ye be ka so oh easy nka would wait to nka asami embasa
ba Mr. Roxon Mr. Roxon
yes
sir ye dia ma ebimu ni amamu no unyini se bibi wom
so the few woman is in a bet me say, oh, Center for Conflict Resolution, Human Security and Research Center Ghana, Jetike, Maya Boniwe, and I say, Mom, meet criteria. And I just say, is the criteria be to walk and a yarn to Yandi Quanisu. Or more for criteria biamba, and one so much applied. And it's the same application I hear from 2008. The same format in edition. No more back and say the we are. If the Fobeka say, or Zebezuno, Wabo Monu, no more training. Can be no more training. So we were expecting that they will approve our letter, and as I say, or Zebezuna will deploy no. Mumbo Monu, Naya Momo or Mupin to Shayana at their lessons. Send your being quite bonny.
And
didn't happen so.
And say the way forward, a young farmer more yet more reapply, more crana more money engagement and answer more yet.
Yes, what we say is a human institution. They listen to powerful media stations to say UTV. They listen to a law. And the summer betuman, ya attack or money with the share. This is not what taken. They should reconsider. And I always say, Ubia the fire, I say, Udana, and I say, Ubon Nabasu.
Yeah.
Meaning, many physical documents, but in some of me, Moon say, Reverend Akusua Uforibuati, and an chairman for this or the best group. In Pierre, Mr. Can say, why, yes, my past. So be idea, I say, a donati. If you tell me, Bonabasu said, on yan preaching sir, but a coin nimuno. A bepeso be a bay juma, ever bore man. The Reverend Akusua of Uribuatin, meaning so a commissioner Baku, a juma or no, and some I yet see no. I saw ye into one course with the juma pamo man. You may but best try. But say the view of what your best try is to say, or Mumfa 2 and penny phone. Na one would say, I know Queen was several money. And ya afi and I in the tea, and I say, it be the trouble.
Okay. Mr. Roxon, you better send me your brain tea, you do Ebesia. You better Ura a year, Masun Roxon, I say, or no, a Director of Operations Center for Conflict Resolution, or no, because I did younger. Yeah, Ben, no answer, so I can't nakakra little over 20 days. Na ekwakoto abai yi accreditation ho so the observer mission ya emma na yisi na ho boane ade mu hu ne sen
credibility of that process no nyina
and no hope na omanye you know
the fact that omo am accreditation no yeah research very to gauge people's opinions and then no mo journey about no any and statistics no are quite shocking. They be as politicians or muka assembly they don't appreciate the extent to which affect a bimu the way a omo journey ana adia omo ye. But largely, there were quite a big section of the population who feel say EC pese omo election. So, in the spirit of that transparency and the love of the country, we feel say mayambua EC to get Ghanaians to understand say omo betumi are trusted in the process. The fact that you be organizing free, fair, credible elections. But I feel EC say omo pese ye ni omo ye juma enti na ya ye throw appeal no. And I'm hoping say they would realize say omo ye mistake kesiye.
But Sonny, what I mean so me twitwi maso kakra ne say observer missions ni bia mo ye outside Ghana. Me hwehwe mu che so mo nsaka Ghana ha so bi nsaka. Eho no enye wonwa kakra say akoba ne sa se dem bisa Mr. Wasun na. Enye wonwa say ye dia me bi ni amfa mo.
Exactly. Enti na ye bisa no what is going on. And then ECC, why, what do they have up their sleeves? Were ill motivations and for the love and sanctity of that process, you know. We are completely confused about it. International observers were and mostly domestic observers too. Okay. But then your compulsory say you would have to be, because Mrabia interest say you would have to be a member of CODEO to observe elections. Besides, last elections, controversies are also with respect to CODEO and AD. So individual civil society organizations was an important role because unim minya ya ochina Ghanaians baby say claim to be civil society. What did you do about it? So we feel say a very much part of our fulfillment of your mandate to ensure say sa about to anu ebeko come out without issues, because debia me see about where we are one of the most important in your Fourth Republic. The level of desperation minia on the part of various political actors. Sometimes
campaign who is saying for both the 12 was now Ghana Freedom Party out. Grounds saying more tall Ghana grounds saying is there tension, and I say maybe also come observe na campaign saying.
All right, so Ghanaians be brave. They feel say campaign Accra, any Kumasi, any Takoradi, but who a proper campaigner with their core hinterlands, you know.
Then
the interest are more in Apatuano and easy.
Okay.
Sometimes ubetumi share obi one course school, but the way I ought to me explaining economics, no, it's quite fascinating. And so we are politicians. Then you feel say Adibia Ubeka, that is what the people take Ghana as Sisakra. People have become quite conscious. However, Minya, I think the ehami yes are deep suspicions, you know. Say obi pese on we are obi pese on yesi any see me pese me repeating in a hard dream. Enti see the most appropriate thing to do at this point and transparency. Fili gaduchi obia ben who say sa na eye no
but so kind of sad and ye hwese conflict yi mo boa celebrate asunje beba ye koye nim even though munya accreditation ye security arrangement EC ni Ministry of Interior Defense na there mo hu ne say
recently I think no radio station be almost frame me almost see IGP one car about the security arrangement. I didn't say, let me see David, take it easy. By Bossem and to say football commentary and ye be every step of the way. sometimes uka too much ubema information to nipa bonifono and they might change their plan. Minim say Ghana Police Service omoni election security task force no omo boy ejuma pa just na metie news bite be IGP Dampero or see everybody should relax. It's going to be a peaceful election. Anyone who misbehaves, police will deal with the person, okay? So in my opinion, I think plans are far advanced. But Ghanaians almost relax. I'm sure early days yet, very close to December 7th, me sure say police almost announce almost strategy. Maybe at that point, police be or leave they would all come back and almost deploy. Maybe we free Tamalia or deploy you or Tamale. You'll be deployed in an unfamiliar territory because of acquaintanceship and the possibility of compromise. So plans there hopper and the international observers to be brave. I mean EU observer mission. I talk with them. We are friends. I mean they almost bisa what's going on. How is the political atmosphere? So you have more information. So I'm hoping say EC are one of the most important institutions so far as about one as is concerned. I think critical among my attention to transparency.
Yeah, all tries to be observed your battle, but there's one thing Ghanaians Kasafa say. Ye 2 year ya to able bono ye beka ho asema ewia na yakwa akoda spoil ballot any sawe no behwe na obi astande akọ this kotue sika na de be to aba no be wie no na ballot ase ne ade no enye bi political party bi but won ti se ye hu dida na ye ho nkyerɛkyerɛ no ase ye koto aba this year one am format say.
Well, you call quite a number of places, hinterlands, education, educator, EC, NCC, National Commission for Civic Education, and then who say Omoka about terrorism earlier, but I think say they should pay attention on voter education. No? So they are core. We've gone to communities. Your choir will set up a stand. You see, mumba vote just to get them to understand the ecosu. So, tam printer, the men you see, because a yes ube transfer. Okay, so you see. In fact, immediately tam printer, you recommend this people who ube people on sa ube to me use when you put people on sa then ube food in the say. Yes, then over no say before. No, so education, no, there eboa pa, but it moves still or more. So I think there's the need for more education in that regard. But Jetski Center there, invest education no be brave, but I don't think it's enough because resources and yeah.
Okay, what's me chat to Yibudian film still major has said mobile then you may engage still. And I said this year, the better and my head
okay, so yeah, appeal. And we do hope say appeal no ebeye juma. Still, omo ajumi in transigent position any other options are on the table, but mean to mean canning but surely ebeye mrakwan. Yeah, first kind and a 2 o'clock easy they be bia ebeye mrakwan adi.
Nti obo ma train o mo na mo de o mo kwakwa say observing say ba say still mo fa kwan bi aso na nye ya what happens to them?
Very big disappointment, but maybe a bit share other responsibilities more. But yeah, this can be brave in such training programs, you know. Okay. But I do hope say EC or mobile system or more dream.
Okay. Zadib, meda say nenumre final word me kan but me sambe went we there final na fe yimi.
Well debia especially me as ongoni okay. Na me first office Jetski office na ewo Newtown because many azongo for yet to me flow ipa and debia me advise omo anytime politician per macho bi oye bonia ezongo adentia. And I make them understand, say, you see, politicians, omube UTV studios, omube cassette sell, omube kuntakwa. In the end, omube pia point, omube bon komo, omube shia bie ba any adi. So my TS say politics and yet ntakwasem. It is a battle of ideas, and also recognize say Ghana ye the only Omina ye wo. Bibia ye bekwa would go as second-class citizens, refugees. So we share ye and consider sir about what we as a simple democratic exercise. Because government bia beba any government for MPP for and NDC for almost see the government of the people, by the people and for the people of Ghana.
That's I was for future chat on no say ye to abawia oman no de ba ba di nkunim ni oman panim oman Ghana nyina na ye to wi na se party ani nkunim wi ase ma na wi ye enti eno ye nhye no so ye ba twetwe nkomo efa observer groups ni bia omo ye se omo application mo de call yisi omo santumi anka eno ne ni ura sane adib ebedi hu enkomo na ye hwe se kwambe no befa so na mo ni yisi betra se na asumdwe ebeba me din de ni ma do de kiri nyina ase eda mu nyina ase na atwi despite media ejuma ye ne mo ana ye eda mo asese bibia mo kan ho na adwenkyere ne kika nyina eba na dwumadi etumi ekoyi eda mo besi ane na ya sire oba de ne se adepa bi chi despite media esmo ye di sumu bia no ebekoso ade asommo se ebeto aba ne bi na asumdwe ba de nyina mo ho mpae na nkoso yi emfama nyame ya adoma ya wona da china ya kramo